I just had an epiphany. I did not go with this title to be controversial or to get likes or views. That's just how erratic my mind works. That's how I've made music before. That's how I've come up with content for shows and things of that nature. When an artist gets an idea, it's best not to restrict that artist, because I know in my case, I'll never know when I'll get that idea again. And sometimes it's good to just go with it. I want everyone to really chime in on this if you have something to say, because oh my God, I hate when I'm going to go pick up someone and they ain't contributing to gas, which they're barely contributing to the time together, boy or girl. If anyone is watching this and you're trying to learn how to drive, please don't take me as an example. I have years and years of experience, and you know what? I'm going to stop doing that. Because every time I go into how much I know about something or how much I'm skilled at something, I always end up fucking up. And that's something I definitely don't need right now. Okay. Be careful. Driving on live. Yeah, I do. Oh. Now is the time that I wish I could run into that big black mammoth man. Be careful. Bitch, if I see, I would drive over you. Put the car in reverse and then drive back over you. The nerve of you. Big old black ugly man. Try to put your big hands on me. You're a full man, honey. And I'm dainty and small. I'm 5'9.5" and you're about 6'7", girl. Should be ashamed of yourself. So, let me stick to the topic here. Let me stick to the topic here while I'm working this purple. Okay, so I've come to a realization here. I realize that a lot of the anger that females have, mostly black females, when it comes to guys that identify as trans attracted and they still identify as straight. Okay. I think I get it. And I agree with them, because by these guys identifying as straight, it's kind of like they want to have their cake and eat it too. Now, you can say whatever you want to say as labels and stuff like that, but when we start redefining things, I think it confuses the masses. Now, if we really want to get technical, I think most people are so fixated on the biology of things that, they don't get into the chemistry. They're so caught up in the physicology. Oh, but you're a guy. Okay. But I have a female spirit. Some people are not that evolved, and that's okay. Some people will never be that evolved, and that's going to have to be okay. But I'm starting to get it now. I believe that the main reason, because I was watching this video, it's a radio show by Armin, the gay guy that does the radio show, the one that talks with the high pitched voice. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Yeah, this is Armin. Yeah, he talks like that. And he did a really good interview. He did an interview with this chocolate boy that I saw on Jacob Koheiner's show. Well, when Jacob Koheiner was Jacob. Now Jessica's show. And he's trans attracted. And the women came out of the woodworks to say, that's cool and all, but you're not straight, you're gay. Here's what I think. I think that the men that are trans attracted, I do not think you guys are straight. But I don't think you're gay either. That's the problem. You're somewhere in the middle, and I don't think there has been a definition that defines you all. What do you guys feel about that? Because I feel that that's where the frustration comes from. And that's where my frustration comes from with these trans attracted men. Because, like, I think that what makes me so mad about trans attracted men, especially the ones that like to suck you up or the ones that like to bottom, is that they're so fixated on being like, oh, I'm straight. How big is your dick? And I'm like, you're supposed to be straight. You're supposed to be, you know, and maybe this is me being old-fashioned, but I'm gonna be honest here. You know, I still feel that this whole binary, non-binary, you know, that should not be identified as trans. I feel like that is somewhat of a initiative by the conservatives to basically, you know, derail the trans movement. Because what better way to do it than to say, oh, also, you identify how you feel. Okay, well, this person feels like a woman and they have a full beard. Oh, this person feels like they're transracial. And I don't think a lot of people can really think that deep into that, but it kind of throws this movement off because it makes it look even more like a joke. It makes it look like we're just playing pretend. Black people aren't. Well, see, Elizabeth, I used to think that black people are not that well. I have to take my own advice. We cannot put the blacks in one. We cannot put them in one box of ignorance. Now, I will say this: the blacks, they can be somewhat ignorant and very closed-minded, and choose to be closed-minded. Because, and I say the blacks because sometimes I do not identify as being black. Sometimes people don't want me identifying as black, and they're black. It's only when it's a convenience that you want me to be black. After I didn't call you a nigger. Oh, but you black too. Okay, but you just a couple seconds ago you said I was a product by the white man. I was put here I was put here as a distraction from the strong black man away from his strong black queen. Okay. Well, what about the other strong black man that's distracting him away? What about the other? I feel like that's so close-minded. I'm sorry if I can't read all these at once, but I am trying to multitask here. Actually doing 3 things at once. I'm driving with a purpose, but not reckless. And I'm trying my best not to text this person that keeps asking me, well, where are you? And, honey, if you don't stop with these texts, and I know you're watching this live, boy, honey, when I see you, I'm gonna run over you. Shit. People don't understand that that's very stressful, and that I'm a very stressful person. Now, even though I've been diagnosed with mostly, bipolar, and manic depressive and things of that nature, I think I may need to get another diagnosis because, there may be some schizophrenia there. Because I do, like, if it's too many things happening at one time, this person's texting me, this person wants this from me, this person wants to suck me up, this person wants this, and I'm just like being tugged of war, and I just have a mental breakdown, and then that's when shit happens. Okay. people like that it's not my business. Hell, I'm straight, black female, and watch male gay porn. I love male gay porn. You know, it's cool. But see, this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that most black females, they have to fight for a lot. And the one thing that they do have left as far as black straight men is they have the identity of a black straight man. Now, this is going to go a little deep. If you want to believe that the church, and I'm not saying you, Angela, I'm just saying in general. If you as a black female want to believe, and in your head, your mind, small world thinking or whatever, that my man ain't gay, he is straight, my man ain't gay, then so be it. You know, people have to have something to believe in, you know, whether it's right or wrong, you know, to get them through the next day or so. Honey, sometimes I believe a little bit too much in the power of Miss Tina. But anyways, the truth of the matter is I'm starting to find out that all these labels, I mean, I think programmed, we're definitely programmed to have our preferences and everything like that. But have I had sex with a woman? Yes, I have. Did I get a wreck? No, I did not. Was it a situational circumstance? Hell yes. Hell to the fuck yes, bitch. Had to be. But does that make me like, well, and a black person's, and they're fine, and most black heterosexual people, you know, they don't categorize us in like different groups. Oh, you're transgender, male to female. Oh, you're non-binary. Honey, I come from down south, and I have the same story I tell everyone. When I came out to my grandmother at 16, I said I was gay, and when I came out to her again at 19, I said, okay, scratch that, I'm not. I am a straight woman. I'm a transgender woman. And she looked at me and she said, okay, you're gay, baby. So, I mean, that's, and honey, some people, my grandmother is 97 years old, God bless her heart, and still sane and has all her, I think that is awesome. I mean, sometimes she slips and calls me with male pronouns, and I those things are not, come on. I am going to make a big deal about someone that was born in the 1920s and, you know, they slip and call me the wrong okay, that sounds really catty. But no, all I'm just saying is that those are the logistics of it. I think all these labels are just something that we use to, you know, keep to identify each other. But I honestly do believe that we're all spirits, we're all entities, and we're all very much alike. Like, when we really get a chance to, yes, we do have preferences, you know. I mean, there is nothing sexually I find attractive about a woman or a female or so. I mean, nothing. However, I question that because of the fact that I find trans men attractive. And just like the straight guys, like when I first found that out, I was like, I don't like, what? I don't know if I can do a nigga with a pussy. That was how I was thinking. I know it's very ignorant. I mean, like, how can I deep throat? How can I choke if there's nothing to choke on? I mean, yeah, I think trans men are very sexy. They can be very, very unique in their way. Very unique. Hell, my granddad still says color. I do believe this, though. I do believe that a lot of these diseases, like AIDS, like that, I believe that a lot of this stuff is like mine. Because I'm going to tell you something. That mind, body, and soul thing, I just thought it was an annoying song that Anita Baker used to sing during the 90s. But my auntie, you know, she's always loved me. And, you know, I called her, like, for the first time in years. And no, I did not need no money. But she had a ruptured appendix. And everybody in my family was saying, yo, you should call your auntie Maybelline, or they'll probably make her feel better. And I called her, and she was like, hello. And I was like, hi, Auntie Maybelline. And she's like, who is this? And I'm like, this is Fox. Like, who? Kiva. Who? Dwight, Kevon. Oh, hey, baby. And it was just like her spirits just got lifted. You know, like, if I didn't know any better, I would probably think that she got lifted with some but no, the fact of the matter is that in that very instant, her spirit became, like, lifted. Literally, like, the next day or so, she was out the hospital from a ruptured appendix. And she takes a lot of holistic stuff. So I do believe that the mind, body, and spirit is very, like, connected. And that's why I be telling people, please don't be stressing me out when I'm driving. Don't be asking me 7 times, where are you? Honey, I'm where I'm at. Shit. And if you keep on asking, I'm not going to be where you're at. I'm going to turn this bitch around. Oh. And you know I'm so mad is because of the fact that the trans-attracted men, I just really want to say kudos again to what's that man? Malik Yoba. Malik Yoba. Girl, if y'all was watching Armin's show, Armin is girl, him and that trans-attracted man, bitch, they were throwing shade at Malik because they were like, yeah, the actor, Michael Yoba. And I'm like, wait a minute. You have the desktop right in front of you. You know this man had been on Empire, and then the trans-attracted guy, the dark-skinned boy, bitch, I think he was saying Martin Yoba. Girl, see, y'all have to catch how straight men throw shade. That's what you have to watch the subtle ways how men throw shade. But yeah, I definitely caught up on that. I don't know that man's name, honey. Michael Yoba. Girl, fucking up you were fucking up the TV shows and everything. Yeah, he was on Thea. Girl. Yes, he is living his best life, and as much as I may have dispositions, my personal dispositions with him, and that's just my personal thing. I love what he has done for the movement. I love that, you know, he has come out and, you know, he is taking it in all ways, and not in that way like that, but I mean, he's taking the good with the bad. Maybe he will inspire others to come out. Tyler Perry, Odell Beckham. I mean, who knows? Maybe he'll inspire Tiger to come out again. I never understood why there would be so much traffic on a fucking Sunday. What do you guys think about this whole straight men trans-attracted men not being straight? I think trans-attracted men are so fixated on wanting to they want to have one foot in the hetero community and still one foot, well, actually half a foot. Actually, if you're really technical, honey, it's not even a whole body. It's just like a dick. He has his dick in the trans world, usually in the trans woman's ass, and then the rest of his body is in the heteronormative, yeah, whatever. And it is kind of unfair because of the fact that when we are left out there on the front lines, you know, y'all disappear. Honey, y'all get ghosts. And that's really fucked up. I really just think that that's really fucked up. Because y'all like to disappear at the most convenient times. But I understand, I do understand, you know, some people it's life or death, and some people, you know, they want to have their cake and eat it too. But I think that we need to stop calling these men, you know, straight. Because no matter how you break it down, and if you're sharing cooks, if you're watching this and not erasing my comments again, honey, you know, I will say it and I'll say it again, honey. You know, it's not that simple as like heterosexual men like penises, and you know, and I mean heterosexual men like vaginas, and straight women like penises. No, it's not that simple. It's not that cut and dry. Because if it was that cut and dry, then we as trans women would not make so many men uncomfortable when they find us attractive. And what can I say about these killings? The trans girls that are being killed. All I'm gonna say, honey, is that you bitches are not concerned about that, honey. And I'm gonna, yeah, it's I don't know what to say. I mean, I think that if I were to be honest, yet catty, I would probably say that if the community put the funds behind, you know, trans empowerment, trans education, or, you know, the money behind a trans fund that could actually benefit, educate, and all those things, you know, like they put behind, you know, a pageant girl, or even the same amount of money that the whole LGBT community put into, you know, going to their favorite gay bar and tipping their favorite gay dancer or whatever, you know, or giving someone a GoFundMe and having them reach their goal by the end of the day, because secretly you don't give a fuck about the fact that they're homeless, and then you find out they really aren't. It's just all a scam. You want to have, you know, that's what it comes down to. So what I'm trying to say is that if we could put that same energy, that we put into, you know, boosting, scanning, you know, stunt queening, yeah, honey, I think that we could be a very powerful community. But, you know, we are so fixated on, you know, wanting to tear another girl down. And I, you know, hey, now I'm starting to sound like one of those crazy activists that use words like an act of violence. Honey, your face is the act of violence. Let me stop. It's always the really pretty girls that are being killed too, and I just find that very odd. And not that an ugly girl would be, but I mean, it's always the girls that, you know. But it's still not. I still don't think that it's a girl that someone is going to say, "Oh, now I'm mad." I mean, but I've been noticing lately it's been a lot of pretty girls that have been killed. I mean, you never see a girl like Dana, you know, being like one of the savagely murdered girls. I mean, if anything, you know, it would be the opposite way around. I mean, she would probably murder the trade, honey. Yeah. Like that time that a couple of summers ago that we was walking in Long Beach and that boy had, girl, sometimes the boys have to learn the hard way. This boy tried to snatch her wig off. I think he was like about 14 years old. So, bitch, she must have, one hand, honey, one hand, must have snatched him off of that motherfucking bike and beat his ass, honey. And I was like, I was scared for the little boy. I mean, I was just like, he was just playing, and you don't play with me like that. And I'm just like, oh, girl, it's not that serious. People are just too aggressive. Oh. That's why it's good to take some testosterone blockers, get all that aggression out. Hell, it's even helped me. It's definitely brought down my sex drive, because I have not been having a hot girl summer. I've been having a cold girl summer. With a lot of cold results. Catch it. The problem is the racial wealth gap failing to improve our standing and social. That's a great one, honey. Now, see, people, I'm going to talk to the conservatives now. Okay. For all of you conservatives, Republicans, you know, that rightfully feel that, oh, Trump has always been picked on. I mean, he was this, you know, you guys had that problem before. Okay, that may be very well true. But I'm going to point something out. Okay, I'm going to use two scenarios. Now, Kodak Black. Okay. Not my favorite person in the world. I don't think not too many favorite people in the world. And mind you, y'all have never seen, I don't think y'all have seen Dana live, because there's always a glimpse of her. But, you know, I would say Kodak Black is the closest that comes, you know, to Dana. And I mean that in every way possible. Just a mug that a mother wouldn't love, everything. So anyways, the reason I'm bringing him up is that we know he's in jail because he had weapons possession. Now, I think he's doing like 21 months or so. Now the guy that killed Eric Garner, you remember? The guy, the police officer that killed Eric Garner, okay? The one that was choking him and that had him in a chokehold that is illegal to use. Okay, they finally gave a decision on it. Okay, drum roll, he got fired. Kodak Dana, Kodak shit. I don't even know the man's, that rapper, that ugly ass rapper, that looks like Lil Wayne on Down syndrome. Yes, him. He got like 21 months or so. Now, wrong is wrong and right is right. Do y'all see the picture I'm trying to paint here? Do y'all see the picture I am trying to paint here? Okay? If the black community would put as much faith in how y'all, you know, go and quote scriptures that you don't even know that you're quoting, how you will go and find, you know, a scripture to tear someone down. If y'all was to use that type of detective work to find George Zimmerman, there's no reason why that man should still be breathing. So, I mean, he just, honey, he bodied a nigga. All based off of perception. So, I guess what I'm trying to say is that you see the two different variables here, the two different extremes here. So just think about it. That gives, I feel like that really gives police officers no accountability whatsoever. Bitch, that makes me want to become a police officer. Seriously, I mean, I can think of a lot of people. I mean, think about it. Wait a minute. I just killed someone. And the worst I get is I get fired? Oh, sign me up right now, honey. Yes. Sign me up right now, and you can fire me on Wednesday, because that's as long as it's going to take. Think about it, people. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just trying to be serious. It was on videotape. This man could not breathe. Said plenty of times he could not breathe. And yeah. If I never really believed in the racial profiling and things of that nature until I moved here to LA. Living in Birmingham, Alabama all my life, people tend to think that, oh, you must have had it hard. I mean, yes, it was boring. Yes, you run out of things to do. Yes, you got to drive 2 hours to get to, real fun, like Atlanta. Yes, I was pissed the fuck off when I took my mother's car, well, hotwired her car, and me and my friends at 14, we were on our way to Freaknik because we wanted to have some real fun. Yes, but I never got any type of racial attention until I moved here in Los Angeles. Yeah, I was called a nigger on Melrose Boulevard at 19 years old. And you know what? I was actually surprised. I was surprised. I was shocked. And most of all, I was really excited because I was like, oh my God, something else besides fag. Because I was so used to getting that. But yeah. I am getting near my destination. And I swear to you, I'm keeping my cool. And I must say, maybe it's the fact that I know we're going into the IMAX theater and you're going to be paying for the tickets and everything like that. And maybe seeing the movie maybe that's calming me down, because I have no drugs in my system at all. No weed, no nothing else. And I'm very surprised at how calm I am, because normally I would be erratic all over oh, you know what it is? It is because of the fact that I've taken less hormones today. Less hormones. Yeah. So, I'm not mad. I was gonna order me some. I give myself credit. People will test your patience. And, people will test your patience, and I'm just really just trying to keep my calm here. Because, like, living here in LA, if you don't have patience and everything, you are going to, you're going to mentally lose your... Bitch! Where did you fucking learn how to drive, bitch? Fuck you! Forrest Whitaker looking motherfucker. Shit. Oh, you wanted... Bitch. Honey. You better be lucky I'm just like... Ugh. I hate when people stress me out. Is this man... Oh. See... Road rage is a real thing. And I get really excited sometimes, and I say things that I don't really have the intention of carrying out, because I'm so like let's see, this is what you do, honey. You call 911 when you detect there's going to be a problem, honey, because if you want a problem, we can have a problem, honey. Let me get off this phone here. Damn. Can't a bitch talk her shit without motherfuckers trying? Honey, no, just keep on going, honey. Okay, yeah. Okay. Will you motherfucker stop texting me? Shit! Oh. Why is this fucking live still on? You know what? Y'all, see, I cannot do this anymore.